Alright everyone, so welcome back to J-Boo's Plants and Bonsai. I'm J-Boo, as you might know, and today we have our 100 subscribers special. But before we get into that, I just need to thank each and every one of you for subscribing. You guys are greatly appreciated, and you guys are, helping along this YouTube journey, and so I really appreciate every single one of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for stopping by, thank you for subscribing, and yeah, we're just gonna keep climbing the ranks, and maybe one day we'll reach the top. If not, that's all right, but we gotta start slow. And so that's pretty much all I had to say, so let's get into the video. So about 3 months ago, I made a video called Pruning and Propagating Dwarf Umbrella Tree, and that video has gained the most traction on my channel and has made me grow the most. And so I thought that that would be a good video to update and be our 100 subscriber special. Let's go ahead and bring them in. If you watched that video, then you would have known there were 3 plants in there, but as you can see, there are only 2 plants now. And so unfortunately, one of the plants did not make it. I'm not really sure why. I'll talk more about that once we get into the care for these plants, but as you can see, these 2 are doing pretty good, and these are still alive, so obviously that's pretty good. That video also had propagation in it, but unfortunately the propagation did not go very well. I neglected it a little bit, and so it's my fault that they died. So propagation didn't go well, and we lost 1 plant. And so now that we got the bad news out of the way, let's just get into the good news, right? Let's talk about these plants that are still alive, right? And so talking about care for these plants, I'm gonna go over sunlight first. And so at the time of making that video, it was a little bit colder where I lived, and so I was able to give these plants about 6 hours of afternoon sunlight. But as of right now, it is getting much hotter, and I think the afternoon sun would probably burn them. And so at this moment, I'm only giving them around 6 hours of morning sun, and they seem to be enjoying that. And so moving into the watering schedule, with these plants, I would wait for the soil to dry out completely before I give them their next watering. And when they do dry out completely, I make sure to give them a very nice soaking. And of course, the soil that I have them in is going to be playing a factor in how I water or when I water as well. I have them in a pretty fast draining soil, and it probably dries out within 2 or 3 days, especially with how hot it is now and how hot it's going to get. And so I don't know, maybe that other plant I may have overwatered, because of course, as I'm sure everyone is, I'm guilty of overwatering, so maybe that's what it was. So yeah, killing plants is just a part of the plant journey. Unfortunately, I did kill that 1 plant, but we're just gonna forget about him. May he rest in peace, but he's in the past now. So we have these 2 plants to look at now, and so I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera, and we're gonna get a better look at what these plants are looking like now and how they're growing. And so taking a look at our plant initially, if you did watch the first video, then you would know that I cut these plants down to about a leaf or 2, and as I'm sure you could probably tell, there's now a bunch of new leaves growing. And so I'm gonna make our way from the top to the bottom. So starting at the top of the plant, you can see there is now a new shoot growing from right here. So that is gonna eventually turn into a branch. And here's where I made the big cut on the main trunk or the main branch. And so this is a new shoot that's a product from that, and so is this right here. And there's also a little shoot coming out from right here, which looks pretty cool. And so there was also a branch coming out over here that I pruned right about here, and now it has a branch growing from here and from here. And so the main point of pruning is really for ramification, growing new branches. And so let's go ahead and keep making our way down the plant. And so we are almost at the bottom of the plant, and so we're gonna start over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's actually a new shoot coming out from right here. It is very small, but I made the cut on this branch right there, and there's now a new branch growing from right here, and another new branch growing from right here. Right here. Okay, anyways. And so lastly, this is the last branch that I cut, and it has 1 new shoot coming out. Okay, hold on. Hopefully you can see that. There's the new shoot. And so this plant is pretty healthy, and I'm pretty happy with all the progress it's made. It's way too soon to give it another pruning. I'm probably gonna wait for these new branches to probably grow, I don't know, maybe a few inches before I cut them back. And so yeah, that's gonna be our first plant. I hope I can keep it alive, and we'll just move on to our next. And so here we have our next plant. I believe this one is a little bit bigger and a little bit more full. And so let's start taking a look. And so this one might be a little bit harder to show all the new growth just because of the amazing foliage that it's producing. But starting from the top, once again, I made the main cut on the main trunk right here. And then we have a new shoot coming out from right here, which is looking pretty good. It's got about 4 leaves on it and it's gaining length. And then moving on over here, I have a new shoot growing out from right here. Again, looking good. And as we turn the plant, there is also a new shoot going from right here. And also a new one right here. And so this main trunk is actually doing really good in producing new shoots. Very happy with that. There's also a new shoot in here. Again, it's a little bit harder to see because of all of the foliage, but I hope you guys get the idea. And so taking a look at this branch right here, you can see that is where I made the cut, of course, and then there is a new shoot growing from right in here. I hope you can kind of see that. It's right here. So that new shoot is coming out pretty nicely. It's got about 4 new leaves on it, I believe, and it's gaining length as well, pretty decently. And so here we have our another shoot coming out from this branch. There's only 2 shoots coming out from, oh no, there's a third one right here. But yeah, we have this shoot coming out as well, and then I just noticed that there's this shoot coming out as well. And so this one looks a little bit hurt, but I'm hoping it can come back. But overall, these 2 shoots are looking really good. And so as we spin the plant, we're gonna go ahead and move on to this branch. Oh my god, it's hard to see, but this branch right up in here. And so this branch has a new shoot growing, new shoot growing from right here. It's also got a new shoot growing from right here. So 2 new shoots. And then there's a third one back in there that is probably really hard to see, but it's right here. So 3 new shoots. Yeah, about 3 new shoots coming out from this one branch. And so that's actually really good because this is a relatively small branch compared to like this one. And so I'm pretty happy with that. And so taking a look at our final branch here, it is going to be this one, and this one seems to be doing very well as well. As you can see, there is a new shoot coming out from right here, a new shoot right here, a new shoot right here, which is doing really well. It has 4 new leaves. And then there is also a new shoot, a new shoot right here. And so I'm actually really happy with the progress of these plants. I've kind of just let them grow, and I haven't really paid too much attention to how well they're growing, but yeah, they're doing really well, and so I'm pretty happy with the progress. And so here's another quick thing I would like to mention. If you take a look right here, this is actually a old leaf, and you can tell because it's just the leaf rather than a new branch growing in. And so this is an old leaf. This will fall off eventually, and it's not even up. All right, so yeah, it's gonna fall off eventually. That's fine, but I just wanted to mention that real quick. And so of course I'm gonna end up repotting these plants eventually, but at the moment, since they're doing so well, I'm just gonna decide to leave them in the pot because I really don't want to kill them. Because like I said, I have no idea how I killed that last one. And so I'll repot them eventually, and maybe we'll make a video on that. But as of right now, they're just gonna stay in these pots, and we're just gonna wait for them to get healthy before that time. All right, everyone. So that's pretty much gonna do it for our 100 subscriber special. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you all. I mean, really, thank you guys for stopping by, for supporting me, and joining me on this awesome adventure. So I hope you stick with me, and I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy the videos to come. And yeah, thank you all very much. I love you all very much. You guys are amazing. Every subscriber, you guys are, we're like this now, guys. But thank you all so very much. And yeah, guys, I'm out.